Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of my World of Warcraft Let's Play. Today we are doing quite a bit of different things. We are here in Westfall at level 15, and last episode we finished up a bunch of the quests in Westfall, and today we are going to go on a journey. And at the very start of this episode we have a swift message quest that we picked up a couple of episodes ago, which is basically our tutorial for the Griffin Master, which is something we have not explored yet in this series. So here we have Thor, the Griffin Master, and we are going to chat with him, and we are going to get a Griffin ride to Stormwind City so that we can get a delivery. So we are just going to talk to him, and we're going to request a ride, and we're going to select. We only have one place to select right now, Stormwind and Elwyn Forest. So we'll do that, and we are off, and we are flying on a Griffin through Westfall and into Elwyn Forest. So this episode, I kind of want to talk a lot about my YouTube channel and kind of like stuff that I've been thinking about, stuff that I've been working on, and stuff like that. So I had originally recorded a bunch of episodes for like my World of Warcraft Let's Play because I was going on a trip and I would not be able to do much, and now I'm caught up with that. And I have also been finishing up a lot of other YouTube projects. Some people might have noticed that I uploaded a ton of Guild Wars 2 Vista guides, and I have a ton of those up on my channel now. So that's good, but I'm not done with the Vista Guide series yet, so I'm going to continue working on the Vista Guides for a little bit, so there'll still be a little bit of that going on. And then I still have some like highly edited Guild Wars 2 videos that I want to work on, and I have like different videos at different stages of production that I have been working on, and I'm super excited to work on all of those. But basically, kind of like YouTube is just like a hobby for me. It's always been like just like something I do on the side for fun. So I feel like I should be posting videos like pretty frequently, because like that's what someone who's actively doing YouTube stuff should be doing, and that's what somebody who's trying to grow their channel should be doing, and that's what somebody who wants to like build a community should be doing. But YouTube, I absolutely love doing it, and it is definitely one of my hobbies, but one of my favorite hobbies, I guess, to be clear about that, but it is not a priority for me. So I'm just kind of doing what I want whenever I have time. So here I am recording this World of Warcraft episode when I have time to, and I started my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play yesterday in relation to the day that I'm recording this episode, which is a ton of fun, and I'm going to be doing that series when I am able to, and I'll be working on my highly edited Guild Wars 2 videos when I can, and I'll finish up my Vista guides when I can. So I'm kind of just here to have a good time, to kind of chill, to chat with people, and I hope you all are here for the same reasons, to have a good time and to chat with me while we explore some of my favorite games. And here we are in Stormwind City. We have in here, we can talk to Osric String, and we have this quest continuing to Stormwind. So we have been traveling. We have definitely been to interesting places. So here's some money to cover our travel costs, and he is going to give us gear to bring back to Sentinel Hill. So he is giving us a crate of gear, and we are going to go talk to the Griffin Master in Stormwind, and we're going to request a ride back to Westfall. But really quickly, last episode we finished our Humble Beginnings quest. So we're going to go talk to Barros Alexton, and we're going to give him, it's a pocket watch, a compass. We're going to give him his compass that we collected last episode. So let's head over to the Cathedral Square, and we can do just that. We have a ton of quests and stuff here in Stormwind, and I think I'm just running into that. I'm thinking next episode we're going to do another adventure, but today I'm going to stay in the Kingdom of Stormwind and in the lands around here. And after we finish the quest we are working on right now to go back to Sentinel Hill, I am going to go ahead and run towards Redridge Mountains so that we can work on our Defias Brotherhood quest and also find more quests that we can do in that zone. So in the meantime, we are almost here in Cathedral Square, and we can finish this quest. Barrows Alexton is like an NPC that I find like super interesting and like really cool, and I kind of just like how there are NPCs that are like related to like areas on the world. So Barrows Alexton has like the Alexton Farmstead, and you can find like different NPCs around in the game from like that are like connected to different areas on the road, and like they might not necessarily be anywhere near those areas. So let's talk to Barrows. Oh, thank you, Athos. It's of no practical use to me, but the sentimental value. Needless to say, thank you for bringing this to me at some cost to your own well-being, not to mention the time it took to go all the way down to Westfall. You have my gratitude and have this token of my thanks. So a very nice 7 silver. We're almost at a gold and a half, which is nice. I should probably spend a little bit of time and go to a mage trainer, which I think I'll do on my way to Redridge. We could pass through Goldshire. I could also go to the Mage's Quarter, but I think I'll just pass through Goldshire and go chat with them. So let's head over to the Griffin Master, and we can go back to Sentinel Hill so we can finish this quest real quick. Actually, really quickly while we're here, I kind of want to go into the Mage's District real quick so we can go to the tailoring trainer, so we can continue our studies of tailoring that we started a few episodes ago. We have collected a lot of linen cloth, so we should be able to make a ton of bolts of linen, and we should be able to use this to make a ton of different things to level up our tailoring. So I'm just going to craft all these bolts, and let's see what we can learn. We are now level 48 in tailoring, so let's see, not you, you. Let's see what we can learn a lot. And we can learn linen bag, which is super cool. So we can now create our own bag. So what do we need for that? Actually, what is this? 6 slot bags? So we could make 2 of them, and we would then have 8 more slots. Tailoring supplies. What do we need again? Oops, tailoring. We need 6 coarse thread. So math, let's create both of these bags, and then we can throw the bags into our bag slots here, and then let's see what else we can make. So some pants, not as good as we have. This robe's not as good as we have. Gloves, not as good as we have. Nothing we can make is currently better than what we have equipped, which is okay. But let's throw this in here and throw that in there, and we now have a ton more bag space, which is very nice. And we just hit 50, which we can't learn anything. So let's see what is the cheapest thing to craft. So probably these pants. So let's buy some coarse thread, and I'll just buy 10, and we can create all of these and hopefully level up a little bit here in tailoring. We are now level 60. I keep talking to the wrong person. Okay, so we can learn these 2 things. So now we have these bracers. Not as good as we have, but this cape is better than we have. So let's go ahead and just buy some coarse thread, and we can craft 1 of these. And then I think we could just use up the rest of the linen that we have to just level our tailoring as much as possible. We could craft just 4 more and see what that new thing is. So let's go ahead and just buy some coarse thread, and let's equip this cape real quick. Hopefully it's kind of cool. It's a little yellow. It kind of matches our robe, which is cool. Not my favorite color scheme, but it has 1 more armor than the one we had equipped already, which was red. So that is okay. But let's go ahead and learn these capes. We have a ton of stuff in our inventory that we can go ahead and just sell. So let's put you up here. So after we finish crafting this, we can just clear our inventory a little bit, and we can make back a little bit of the money that we spent on buying coarse thread and that we have spent on training. So let's go ahead and sell all of this, and let's see, what do we have now? Linen boots. Probably not better than what we have. It is better than what we have, but I don't have any light leather, so I'm gonna go ahead and avoid creating that. Let's just buy some more coarse thread, and we can just use up the rest of our linen. Okay, we have a few new things here we can train, so let's just see. I need light leather for this, and it's not even better than what I have. This is nice. This is actually pretty nice. I might want to create this, so I might save some stuff here. And yeah, I think that's all I'll do for now. So let's go ahead and just sell these capes that we created, get a little bit of money back, and I will go ahead and throw the rest of the materials that we have into my bank. And if you noticed, with our tailoring skill, we are now 70 out of 75, so we need to learn a new tier of tailoring, but I need to go find a trainer that will train me that high, because that trainer right there did not, and I'm a little hazy on exactly where that is for the Alliance. It actually might have been on that shop, but it might be a different NPC, so I'll figure that out. But currently we don't have a need to, because we have ran out of materials, so we'll do that at a different point of time. But I'll just go ahead, throw these in the bank, and head over to the flight path. So I just noticed we have some light leather in our bank actually, so maybe let's go ahead and see what we can create actually. So let's open up our tailoring, and we can create the linen boots, which is better than what we have, and we can actually create the barbaric linen vest as well. So we could use up the 2 light leather that we have, as well as some of the linen we have. So I can create 2 more bolts of linen cloth right here, and then we can just create both of these things, and then I will consider this an upgrade. Even though it's less armor, I think having, wait, I'm so confused. 2 stamina, 2 spirit. I thought this was intellect. What was intellect? Is it this? Oh, this is intellect. Okay. 1 less armor, but it's 2 intellect instead of 2 strength. So I'll go ahead and create this, and I will avoid creating this because it's legitimately worse than what we have equipped right now. Well, what does it look like? It looks okay. So let's go ahead and create the breeches, and then the boots, which are a little better than what we have. And I think that will officially, actually this time, be everything we do with tailoring. So we need to buy a new type of thread. We can go ahead and create these boots real quick. Actually, we do not have enough linen for everything, so I'm going to prioritize creating these pants. So let's go ahead and buy 2 fine thread, and then we can create the boots at a different time, but we'll probably get better boots before we come back to a tailoring trainer, so that's okay. Go ahead and equip this, and then I'll head back to the bank now. Okay, my bags are so nice now. I just cleaned them up. I have full 6-slot bags, so I have a lot of bag space, and I have everything I need here in my backpack with a few extra spaces left. And I'll get rid of this crate soon. So we are back at the flight master, so we can talk to him, and then we can request a flight back to Westfall, back to Sentinel Hill, and we can bring the crate back to the person that requested it. So let's go ahead and just take a trip. I really enjoy flight paths because it's like a really kind of immersive way to travel the world in a very quick way. So the equivalent of flight paths in Guild Wars 2, for example, is waypointing. So you just have waypoints around the world, and then you just double click and waypoint to them, which is awesome. But in World of Warcraft, it's very different and unique and immersive, where you're just kind of traveling over the world on a griffin or another flying animal. There's 3 other ones that you can ride depending on which flight path you take and which part of the world that you are at. And I just enjoy it so much because you can travel over the world, and you can kind of just see a bunch of different mobs. You can see people questing, you can see a lot of different environments, and it's just, I just love it. But here we are back in Westfall, so we are about to land at Sentinel Hill, and we're going to be here very shortly because I'm going to go ahead and take a flight back to Stormwind, and we're going to start our journey towards Redridge. So here we can just go ahead and land and then run up the hill here. This is not the end of us questing in Westfall. We still have some more quests down here, and we have some stuff that we can pick up, and we'll have some new quests that we are able to do. But for now, at level 15, we're going to go ahead and head to a new area after we talk to Lewis. So return to Lewis, and we got 3 silver and 50 copper, which is nice. We've only lost 12 silver this episode, given the amount that we've made from selling stuff that we crafted and the quests we have completed, which is nice. So let's go ahead and go to Thor, and we can go ahead, fly back to Elwyn Forest and Stormwind, and we can go ahead and run east. So here we are back in Stormwind, and I'm going to do something that a lot of people do, and instead of running all the way around and going over to the main entrance, I'm just going to jump off here and do a flip. or a turn, and we are now the lakes of the Valley of Heroes, and we can just go ahead and swim over to like the very front entrance of Stormwind, and we can go ahead and run through Elven Forest and get to Redridge. But I'll make a quick pit stop in our little home village of Goldshire, one of my favorite places in the game, and we'll go ahead and talk to our mage trainer there and see what we have to learn. I believe the last time that I trained was like level 12, so I shouldn't have too much new things. I should have like level 14 stuff, which will be nice to learn, and we can go ahead and just learn all of that stuff. I think running through Elven Forest like right now is really cool because we are now level 15 and we have kind of been out of the forest for a while now. We have been in Westfall, so it's kind of like becoming more and more of a distant memory, where we were here like 2 episodes ago, and as we progress through the series, it's going to be longer and longer durations before we come back to Elven Forest, because there's not much need for us to ever come here except for like socialization with other players and the occasional quest that will bring us through here. So as we're continuing to do quests in the Kingdom of Stormwind and the zones surrounding here, there are quests that are going to bring us to Elven Forest, to different parts of Elven Forest that we're going to be doing quests for, but not too much of like main quest lines that we're going to be doing that take us throughout all of Elven Forest, because we have already done that. We have completed most of what there is to do in Elven Forest. We have like completed the zone, and we have completed the storylines, and we are now all done here. Okay, so let's head upstairs through the Lion's Pride Inn, and let's go ahead and talk to our mage trainer and see what we have to learn. And he has a quest for us, actually. So report to Jania. So this is our mage trainer in Stormwind. He wants us to go chat with her. So we'll go ahead and pick that quest up. And then I am interested in mage training. So we now have a new version of Arcane Intellect that we can go ahead and learn. I think I'm also going to go ahead and learn Slow Fall here. Slow Fall is a really cool ability that we will play with in the future, but it's pretty self-explanatory. We fall slowly. We have Dampen Magic, so dampens magic used against the target or party member, decreasing damage taken from spells by up to 10 and healing spells by up to 20. I might go ahead and just learn this. We have Fire Blast. I'll go ahead and learn Fire Blast, but I'm going to leave Fireball out. And we have a new version of Frostbolt, and we are under a gold again. We also have Conjure Food. We'll go ahead and learn that food. So let's go ahead and just delete this Conjured Muffin, and we can go ahead and start conjuring some food. We could have learned this a long time ago, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and throw... I meant to put that there. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and throw Slow Fall there, and then we can throw Dampen Magic there. And if you're ever fighting like an enemy mage or an enemy warlock or whatever, we can go ahead and throw that Dampen Magic on us. We also learned Fire Blast rank 2, so let's go ahead and update our Fire Blast there. I might go ahead and get rid of this Fireball, and we can just continue using just Frostbolt and Fire Blast for now. I might come back and learn it in the future. And we learned Arcane Intellect rank 2, so we can go ahead and throw that there. And I believe that is everything we learned. So I'll go ahead and just keep Fireball on my bar for now, like just in case I want to use it for whatever reason. But I think that covers everything we need to do for training right now. We have a guard fighting a wolf, and we have another human mage there that was fighting the wolf as well. So let's head east towards Redridge Mountains. This part of journeying in World of Warcraft is always like super exciting and super fun for me, because we're about to enter like a new zone. So far in the series, we started off in Elven Forest, and we have done a bunch of stuff here in Elven. And then we went to Stormwind City, which is like the capital city of humans in the Alliance in Elven Forest. It's basically like just right there, right? It's like considered part of Elven Forest, but it's also like its own separate zone. Then we've also been to Westfall, and we have explored like the environments of Westfall, and we have done most of the quests, but we still have several quests left to complete there. And now we are heading to a brand new zone, Redridge Mountains, which, like the name kind of suggests, it is red, it is ridgy, and there are mountains. So we're going to explore this new environment, and we're going to see what quests lay ahead of us there. So we saw in Westfall, it's kind of like the breadbasket of the empire, the kingdom of Stormwind. Redridge, not so much a breadbasket, is more of kind of a border territory, I guess you could say, in the kingdom of Stormwind, where there are guards here that are kind of fighting threats that are coming in from outside of the kingdom of Stormwind, and we're going to go ahead and try to help these guards out the best we can and help out whatever civilians we can as well. We can go ahead and re-equip our frost armor, and we now have a new arcane intellect. So instead of increasing our intellect by 2, it's going to increase it by 7, and we just saw our mana bar, our mana just depleted because we have 70 more mana now, and we also used up a bunch of mana to be able to cast that arcane intellect. So that'll just naturally restore. We have good spirit, we have human spirit, if we're being a little accurate there, and we are almost here at Eastville Logging Camp. We were here in episode 3, which is super fun. I had a lot of fun with it, doing stuff in that episode. But instead of going into Eastville Logging Camp or going to Ridgepoint Tower, we're going to head past these places and we're going to go into the next zone. I remember in that episode we kind of saw like the little border area here that like connects Elven Forest to Redridge, and we had mentioned that we would be coming here in a future episode. Well, here we are, future episode. So let's go ahead and make our way into Redridge. The signpost here says Redridge. We can just continue along the road and we can see there's a clearing of trees up ahead. As we leave Elven Forest, which is a forest, and we go into a zone that is not a forest, if you did not know this, there are going to be less trees. So let's go ahead and see what lies ahead. I really like all the details like along this road here. Like I just love like the fences and the lampposts here, and there's a deer walking across the road. That's exciting. So that Prowler is level 10, and in Redridge, that's kind of an interesting area. It's going to be a little bit higher level than level 10, because where we see with like Westfall here, like on the Elven Forest side of Westfall and on the Westfall side of Westfall, the levels of mobs are like pretty close together. But here in the border of Redridge that we're entering right now, very red, we're going to see a little bit of a level discrepancy. It's not going to be too big of a discrepancy, but we saw that Prowler back there, which was level 10, and we have this Tarantula here, this giant spider, which is level 15, which is definitely much more challenging than that Prowler back there. But we are just going to ignore that for now, and we have Guard Parker up here, who has a quest for us that we can pick up. He's just a guard that's kind of wandering around this little three corners crossing right here. So we have kind of this road going into Elven Forest, and then we have a road that's going into Redridge proper, and then we also have a road over here that goes off and connects to Duskwood, which is a zone we'll explore in a future episode. But we have this quest that we can read here. So he says, "Hail Mage, I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen no encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering Gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the Gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Felden's usually inspecting the area south of the bridge in Lakeshire." So let's go ahead and head to the area south of the bridge in Lakeshire. So we have the sign here. So we have Stonewatch Keep going off to the right, and we have Lakeshire going off to the left. So let's go ahead and head left into Lakeshire, and that keep we will explore at a different time. So this is what the zone of Redridge looks like, and we can kind of see there is a little entrance through the mountains here into the Burned Steppes, and then we have Elven Forest and Duskwood here in the southwest corner, and here we see Lakeshire. A really cool area, at least for me. I say that about pretty much everything if you're being honest. But here we have our next town for humans and our next big questing hub that has a lot of quests. You can talk to Deputy Felden here. So there are Redridge Gnolls that close to Elven, double question marks. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here's your pay, though you bring us dire news and it comes at a bad time, for we are ill equipped to deal with it. So now, we just got honored with Stormwind, so we now have more discounts at different merchants. So now we are starting in some more quest chains. So we have assessing the threat. So we now have some quests to go ahead and deal with some of the Gnolls around here. And right here we have a Griffin Master, so we can go ahead and learn this new flight path. And if you take a look at this map here, we are now connected to Stormwind and Sentinel Hill, so we can go ahead and fly back there whenever we want. And here we have this big bridge going into Lakeshire, and you can see the town over there. This bridge going over Lake Everstill. It's a little run down. They're kind of doing a little bit of reconstruction here. They have some stone, they have some wood, and they're just doing their best to kind of like take care of this bridge and to be able to reinforce it. As that guard back there said, Lakeshire is under siege. It is kind of like the area where a lot of different enemy forces are kind of like starting to poke into the Kingdom of Stormwind, and Lakeshire is kind of like the front line of defense for that. So we have a quest here to gather lost tools, and we just have like a ton of different quests here. So let's go ahead and run around to pick them up. So this quest is to go back to Goldshire actually and talk to Smith Argus. So we can go ahead and do that in a future episode. Here we have Sean and Hillary, so we can go ahead and chat with them. Lots of kids here on the docks kind of just running around. We have this individual here who's the Hands of Chaos. Interesting guild or organization or something. So here we have a quest to go ahead and pick up Hillary's necklace that fell into the lake. So we can go ahead and just swim around the lake and try to find that. Let's head over here. We have a wanted poster here. So wanted Gath Elzog, or however you pronounce that name. So 40 silver for this quest, but it is a very dangerous, high level and difficult quest that we won't be doing for a while now. We can go up here, talk to Magistrate Solomon. So we have Messenger to Stormwind. So he says, "These are trying times, Mage. The township is under constant siege. Without reinforcements, we will certainly face defeat. The message I now entrust to you is of utmost importance. Get this report to General Marcus Jonathan of Stormwind immediately. Once your delivery is made, return to me at once with any news, be it good or bad. Now, make haste." So we can go ahead and head to Stormwind, and we can go talk to General Marcus Jonathan there. We have a few more quests over here. We picked up a couple of quests that is kind of like taking us back into Elven Forest and to talk to different people there. And I absolutely love quests like that, where you like run around the road and you go talk. Here we have another wanted for Lieutenant Fangor, another 40 silver. And here we have a missing poster. So missing Corporal Keishan, last seen during the bloody battle at Stonewatch Keep. Corporal Keishan was reported to have been dragged away by Blackrock orcs. It is believed that Corporal Keishan is being held as prisoner of war at the Blackrock encampment north of Lakeshire, just west of the pass leading into the Burning Steppes. By mandate of Magistrate Solomon, anyone who aids in the recovery of Corporal Keishan shall be rewarded by Marshal Maris. So if we are ever exploring that area, we can kind of keep an eye out for Corporal Keishan and see if we can rescue him, because he is a prisoner of war. So we just picked up a couple more quests to run around the world again. Let's run up here, and we have our quest for the Defias Brotherhood. So we talked to Grand Stoutmantle, and he wants us to talk to Wiley the Black. So Stoutmantle sent you? Well, I owe him. Let's complete that quest. Now he says, "What I am about to tell you could cost me my life. The Defias gang is up to something big. Last I heard, they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even goblins. Take this note to Stoutmantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject."
Have a good one.
So here we have Wiley's note, a hastily written note written by Wiley the Black for Grand Stoutmantle, which says, "Stoutmantle, some nerve sending a total stranger to discuss the Defias gang. Once you saved my life, and now you put it in great peril. But I owe you. The Defias Brotherhood is larger than you think. Every mine from Westfall to Elven Forest is under their control. Kobolds and gnolls have been enlisted to do their dirty work. They have goblins crafting metal monsters to place in the Westfall fields to prey on the superstitions of the local residents. They have a vast underground network built, bigger than you know. Stoutmantle. From Booty Bay right to Stormwind Keep. You may be a brave paladin, but you are a fool if you think you can shut them down. They are working on a weapon of mass destruction. After all, if there's one thing stonemasons know, it's how to build big. You didn't think this was about pumpkin farms and vineyards now, did you? I repaid your favor. Now leave me be." By Wiley. So that is very concerning information, and is definitely something that we should report to Grand Stoutmantle as soon as possible, but that will be for a future episode. So let's go ahead and run up here, and we have one more quest up here. So Chef Brianna for a quest called Redridge Goulash. So we did a few quests in Westfall, which is kind of just gathering some different cooking materials, and then we learned a cooking recipe.
Well met.
So here we have another one of those, this time for Redridge Goulash. So we need tough condor meat, gourd tusk snouts, and crisp spider meat. So we can go ahead and collect all of that stuff. And now we have picked up all of the quests here in Lakeshire, and we can go ahead and start our adventures in Lakeshire, doing a ton of different things around here. So I think first I want to get Hillary's necklace, and then I want to head over here to deal with Gnolls and also collect some of the items that we need for the Redridge Goulash. And we can also do the quest to bring Guard Parker his lunch that we picked up from, I believe it's Daisy in the end there, that I kind of glossed over a little bit. But here we are just going to wander around Lake Everstill a little bit, and we're going to look for Hillary's necklace, which is over there. So that was pretty quick and easy. We have this like mound of dirt here, glinting mud, and we can go ahead and search through this mud and see if we can find Hillary's necklace and then bring it back up to her, and I'm sure she will be very appreciative of that. So let's just open this. I guess it's more like rummage through the mud, and we found Hillary's necklace here, and we can go ahead and just bring it back up. So that was very quick and easy, and I'm not sure we're going to get too much for it, but it's very nice to do, and we'll get a little bit of experience from it, which is always nice. So let's go ahead and just run up here. Okay, Hillary, I think my necklace fell in the lake. My daddy got it for me, and he's going to be mad now. Hi, I missed my necklace. Same stuff. Thank you for finding my necklace, Mr. Mage. You are very kind. My kitty thanks you too. Isn't that right, FC? And we got 1350 experience, and FC says meow, and then Hillary says I know how to speak kitty, and FC says thank you. So cute little quest there. We helped that child get her necklace back, and now let's go kill some Gnolls. Very different vibe. So let's head back over this bridge over Lake Everstill. Hello, Foreman Oslo, and we can kind of see off in the distance over there is Stonewatch Keep. Very, very dangerous area for us right now. We are only level 15 and we are by ourselves, so we are kind of going to avoid that area for now. So let's go ahead and just head back this way. So I think there is a quest to kill these whelps, but we might not have unlocked it yet. We might have to be a little bit higher level, so we'll go ahead and ignore those whelps for now. But we can go ahead and deal with some of these Gnolls, and we have this great Gore-Tusk right here. So let's go ahead and kill our first enemy this episode. I think I've been recording for 40 minutes, and this is the first time we have done combat. So let's go ahead and just deal with this Gore-Tusk. I've gotten a lot of experience this episode though, almost half a level just from running around and doing some quests that don't involve killing, so that's good at least. But we got a chunk of boar meat from that Gore-Tusk, so let's go ahead and just head down over here, and let's go talk to Guard Parker first. I think that'll be the first thing that I do. Working on Redridge Goulash right now is not going to be my top priority, I think, because I think I just want to slowly do that over time. But the Gnoll threat, I'm definitely going to deal with ASAP. It's very concerning that there are a ton of Gnolls kind of on the border of Westfall, and given the note that we just got from White Tailed Black that they might be working in conjunction with the Defias Brotherhood is definitely some grave news. Here we have a tarantula. Let's go ahead and just fight a tarantula. Don't like them, so let's get some out of the way here. Let's do some Frost Nova. Kind of just run up on us, didn't take too much damage there, even though we just upgraded our Frostbolt. He is resisting it quite a bit. And Fire Blast. I'm going to go ahead and swap these back because I used 3 and then I started casting Fireball because I've had Fire Blast on 3, so I'll just put Fire Blast back on 3 on my skill bar. Over here we have Guard Parker. Let's go ahead and give Parker his lunch. I'm sure he'll be very happy. Darcy sent me a lunch, did she? Such a kind heart she has. Well, let's have it. Thanks, I could really use the meal. Guarding Lakeshire from the orcs and Gnolls is tough work. So, visit the herbalist. Before you go back to Darcy, can you bring her some flowers for me? You can get them at the herbalist shop back in Lakeshire at the west end of town. But when you get the flowers, don't tell the herbalist Marty whom they're from, or whom they're for. Interesting. Let's pick up that quest. And we have some Gnolls over here, so let's kind of poke around a little bit and see what we can deal with. So we have a Redridge mongrel right here. Let's go ahead and pull this guy. A bunch of thrashers around here. So we need to fight 10 mongrels and 6 poachers. So I currently don't see any poachers around here, but there are 2 no camps. So there's one farther east of here. So we're probably going to go deal with them as well. I know there are a ton of poachers over there, but there are some mongrels over here, so we can deal with these mongrels as well. And I need to drink some water. So I think we're going to have to deal with a few of these thrashers, which is okay. We probably should anyways, because it'll be some nice experience. I think I kind of want to deal with this tarantula first, though, just to open up a little bit of space for us to play around with in this area, because this tarantula is kind of patrolling over here, and I kind of want this area open up for us to like run backwards if we need without being attacked by another mob. And I believe there's a gnoll that is kind of like wandering over here that I saw, so he might be heading back over here, so we can deal with that. And we got a crisp spider meat that we need for our quest, so I'm going to go throw you up there, and I'll throw the hops up there that we're going to need for our quest soon enough. And we have a thrasher that's wandering here. I think there was a mongrel that's wandering over around here too. Let's go ahead and deal with this thrasher though. We can just cast some frost bolts on him, and we can see what gnolls are wandering. I don't see anything right now, so we might be heading over to the other camp pretty soon, but let's go ahead and walk in here. But I need to get some mana first. I see some more. Oh, some just spawned in right there. A bunch of mongrels over there, but they're all grouped together, and we're kind of struggling a little bit with fighting these gnolls individually, so let's go ahead and not do that. We could sneak around over here maybe. So those 2 mongrels are walking around with the thrasher, and those 2 are walking around together, and that thrasher is by himself. So let's go ahead and head east to the other no camp and see what we can deal with over there. Oh, it looks like there's 2 no camps over to the east. I don't remember this one that's like on the edge of like Everstill. That's really cool. But let's head over here towards Stonewatch Keep, but we're only going part way down the road. We can kind of see the beginnings of the word Stonewatch on the map here on the edge of Lake Everstill, on the eastern edge, STO. So Stonewatch Keep over there, and the gnolls are only part way there, but they do have some black dragon whelps kind of patrolling around here as well, which is a little dangerous. There's a dead tarantula here, so there must be a player nearby that's also doing some quests. And let's go ahead and just fight this thrasher. You can see some mongrels. There should be some poachers nearby. I see a ton of mongrels, so a little concerning on the poacher count. Let's go ahead and just deal with this, and then let's go ahead and pull this mongrel and try to get rid of this mongrel. I'm leveling up pretty fast right now. I have a ton of rested experience, so I have a lot of opportunity for double experience, which is nice. I haven't logged in and I haven't played in like over a week, maybe nearly 2 weeks, so it's very nice to be able to just like sit down for a little bit and play some World of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft Classic Wrath of the Lich King expansion, so Wrath of the Lich King Classic, is releasing in the pre-patch is releasing in less than a week, and I am super excited to do that. As I mentioned, Death Knight is like my favorite class, and is like the class that I played the most, so I am excited to pick Death Knight up again and play through. Some of my favorite tutorial quests in the entire game is the Death Knight tutorial area, and I'm excited to just level up to level 70 and get that Death Knight ready to go into Northrend once the expansion releases proper. But in the meantime, let's just fight some gnolls here in Redridge. So we have mongrels all around and thrashers. I still not have spotted a poacher. Bunch of black dragon whelps. Let's get rid of this thrasher. Unfortunately, we don't need him for the quest chain, but that's okay. I have more mongrels over there, and I bet there's probably a poacher at the camp farther east of here, so we could also poke around there a little bit. But I know the farther east we head, the higher level stuff gets, so we need to be a little bit careful about that. That little tarantula is kind of walking up on us. Oh, there's a poacher on the hill over there, but he's being guarded by a friend. So there's poachers in this camp as well, but there's 3 mongrels in that camp as well. I don't see any poachers kind of just wandering around, But there is a mongrel by himself over here, so let's go ahead and pull this mongrel, and we can mark him off on our quest. I don't see any poachers by themselves, though there is this mongrel and poacher here on the hill that we might be able to deal with. Oh, there's another mongrel here. Let's go ahead and heal real quick, and then we can try to pull this one, and then maybe we could clear this thrasher and try to fight two of these gnolls at the same time. We should be able to do it, hopefully. But here we have this mongrel. Let's go ahead, fight the Redridge mongrel. We're gonna need to fight after this one 5 more, and we're gonna need 6 poachers, so we're definitely doing good on the mongrel part of this quest. Let's go ahead and just finish it off. Okay, and now we need a drink again so we can get some mana. This thrasher's kind of walking over here, which is a little suspicious. So, oh, he stopped walking as soon as I stood up. So let's just deal with this thrasher real quick, and then let's fully heal, and let's try to take out this poacher and mongrel. So the poacher is level 17, which is 2 levels higher than us, so this is probably not going to go well. But maybe the mongrel would be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and just fully heal. I am kind of out-leveling my current water, so hopefully I can learn a new water soon. Okay, let us try to deal with this friend. So we're in a very tight area. There's 2 camps and gnolls on each side. So let's try to pull the poacher this way a little bit. And that mongrel is gonna, oh, the mongrel is already coming for us, but fortunately for us, the mongrel is melee, but the poacher is ranged, so let's try to kill this poacher before that frost nova breaks. We wish we did not do. This is a little concerning. Notice we have bags of marbles here, so we can go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use a healing potion, so I'm back up to max health. So hopefully, unless we run out of mana and he hits us a few times for critical hits, we should be able to deal with this mongrel. And then we can go leave that poacher, and we marked off 1 poacher on our quest, which is very nice. We're going to have to melee this mongrel a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't run too far. He did not, so that is nice. We have a poacher in that camp, but I barely defeated 2, and I had to use a health potion in order to do so, so I don't think we're going to fight a camp of 4. Not at this low of a level anyways. And I don't see any poachers wandering around, so let's go ahead and head east towards this next camp over here and see if we can fight some poachers there. So we have some black dragon whelps here on the edge and some gore tusks. So let's just make sure. I don't want to deal with the black dragon whelps right now. I believe we definitely are going to have to fight those ones one-on-one because they are pretty dangerous. But as far as the gnolls go, there's a poacher wandering around right there, so this is already a better camp than the last one, though he is walking into a camp over there. But there's a poacher on the edge over here. So we have 2 right here, so this is a much nicer camp than the one we were at earlier. You can see Lakeshire, or the bridge over by Lakeshire, over there on the edge. You can see some docks, very cool. Don't think you can see Stonewatch Keep from here. It's a little blocked by the mountains and trees, but that's okay. This poacher is almost down, and down. Let's go ahead and loot you, and then we got some wool cloth, which I think, oh, we've already picked a few up. But so linen cloth is our first tier cloth that we picked up, and we mostly picked it up in like Elwyn Forest and in Westfall. But now that we're reaching higher level areas, we're going to start picking up higher level cloth. So wool, that was weird. So wool is our like next level up on cloth, and we'll be able to create some higher level armor with it with our tailoring, which is very cool. So that mongrel and poacher is kind of sitting together, which I don't really want to deal with them together, but maybe I will. Let's go ahead and conjure some water. We're running a little low. We can go ahead and take a drink here. I think we're definitely going to level up to level 16 by the time we finish this quest. So we have, let's just try to deal with both of them, I guess. So I'm going to try to do the same thing I did last time. And we can go ahead and just frostbolt this poacher down. This time I don't think we really have to run away. I think we're kind of in a good position right here, so we can go ahead and kill this poacher. And then we can deal with the mongrel shortly after. We're dealing more damage to this poacher than we did to the previous one that we were fighting. This mongrel did not break out a polymorph, so that's good. And we can go ahead and finish him off, though we are kind of running low on mana because we have cast a ton of frostbolts. We are now out. I'm going to go ahead and use the bag of marbles on you. And I might go ahead and use... I'm a little concerned. Not super concerned. I think we're going to be okay here. He critical hit me, so if he critical hit me one more time there, I think we would have been dead, but he did not, and we are fine. We're just fine. So let's go ahead, heal up, drink up, and we need to kill 2 more mongrels and 3 more poachers. So we have made good progress on this quest. And there is a poacher in that camp there. However, there is also 2 mongrels, so that would be a little convenient. But we are really struggling with fighting 2 at the same time. So if we thought 4, well, 4 is definitely impossible, but 3 is probably also pretty impossible. So let's go ahead and not do that. Let's head back over to this camp over here to the west, and then let's fight. Try to find some poachers. Hopefully, I remember poachers kind of spawning here on like the edge of this area, so hopefully there will be some poachers here, and there is. That's convenient. We have 2 poachers right here actually, so this is already going much better than when we were here earlier, and they are by themselves, so we should be able to fight them pretty easily. And then we can just heal up in between fighting. But let's go ahead and just fight these poachers. This one's almost down. I've noticed that I like spamming my buttons, so I just like spam 1 even though like I'm casting my frostbolt, and then like it kind of picks up in the audio a little bit of just me like smashing my keyboard, which hopefully doesn't bother too many people. But I don't know if it's necessarily a bad habit. I don't think it's bad anyways, but I definitely do it quite a bit. Let's go ahead and deal with this thrasher right here. Just clear up this area a little bit. Hopefully this poacher will wander back over here. He kind of wandered into a no camp over there, which is not something I really want to deal with right now. There are a ton of thrashers here. Not many more mongrels or poachers around, though there are enough here to finish our quest if we were to kill them all though. So that thrasher's pretty close to the mongrel. Let's try to pull this mongrel and just finish him. Those thrashers are wandering back over here. Let's go ahead and just frost nova you, and then I'll go ahead and finish you off. And I'm gonna need a melee a little bit. So that thrasher is wandering. And he like started running away but didn't run too far, which is very interesting. Interesting behavior. Oh, this mongrel here just spawned, so we are able to finish off the mongrel part of this quest. Though we still need 2 more poachers, so hopefully that poacher wanders back, and then hopefully we can find another one nearby. Let's go ahead and get our mana all the way up. And I think after we finish this quest, I'm going to go ahead and head back to Lakeshire and finish up, or turn in the quest, and then do the herbalist quest real quick, and then probably call the episode good there. Let's go ahead and fight this mongrel. And then we are now done with 10 out of 10 for mongrels, but we still need poachers. So if there's a poacher here, let's go ahead. I'm just going to quickly pull you, and I'm going to run this way so you're a little bit out of the way of these gnolls over there. Let's go ahead and just fire frostbolts at you. Or frostbolts at you? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead. Poacher's at half health, so should be able to take it down. We are probably going to need to heal again on the wall. So I'm really hoping that poacher walks back. Oh, we are low on health. I didn't even notice. Hopefully we're fine here. And oh no, okay, can I just I hit you for 1 health. I'm gonna heal. I hit them for 1 health both times. That's very unfortunate, but we dealt with them. So let's drink and eat a little bit. And I do not see that poacher walking back over here, so unfortunately we lost that opportunity, I guess. I guess he's just kind of vibing over there now. But we could probably head back over to the camp we were just at, farther east, and there's probably, hopefully going to be a poacher over there. I don't see I don't see any lone poachers right there, but let's go ahead and head over here real quick and see if you can get one more poacher out of the way for this quest. So yeah, we only need one more. Yeah, we're at 5 out of 6 on poachers, and then we can head back to Lakeshire. But hopefully we're gonna see one coming up here on the left very shortly. I know there is like the group of 2 that kind of wander around, so we might have to be dealing with them. And it looks like they have not respawned. So there's a poacher here at this like set of 2 trees, I know, but it might be a mongrel. I think it's like a random like picking of either mongrel, thrasher, or poacher for like any of like the spawn points here. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but that is my guess. And they have not spawned back yet, so the spawn rates there must be a little bit lower compared to like over here, because I noticed they're respawning pretty quickly over here. So let's come back over here and hopefully one spawned, or at the very least hopefully that one poacher that wandered into the camp kind of wanders back out. Let us see as we wander over here and the gnolls come into view. Let's see what we got. So we got thrasher still. We got another thrasher, There's a poacher up on that hill. So maybe, worst case scenario, we can just fight this mongrel. Get a little bit more experience. But let's clear up this area here of thrashers. And where even is that? Oh, the poacher is right there. Is that the same poacher from earlier? Or is that a different poacher, I wonder? Well, nevertheless, let us loot that. And then let's get to max health and mana. And hopefully, while we do this, nothing spawns right here. This is going to be definitely scary again because the camps are like right on the edge there. Okay, let's try to get... Okay, we are in range for both of them. Check behind us. Let's fight this poacher. Let's run towards the road. So if you need to run, we kind of have a good avenue for escape. Okay, let's try to fight this poacher before the mongrel breaks free from polymorph, and then we can fight the mongrel afterwards as well. I'm probably gonna have to use up another health potion. We've used quite a few health potions this episode, and we barely done any fighting. So that poacher is a little concerning here. Let's go ahead. Oh no. Okay, this is not great. Okay, let's go ahead and just cast some frostbolts. I'm gonna go ahead and use the health potion just in case he were to critical hit us. I'm just gonna wander over here a little bit. Oh, that thrasher just respawned. That's not good. Let's go ahead and loot this poacher, and let's run away a little bit. I think we'll be able to kill this mongrel, but I kind of just want to run over here. And then, how much mana do I have? So I can cast like 2 frostbolts, I think.
Not enough mana.
And then hopefully I can save up enough mana here. You're running away really fast. Okay, we dealt with the mongrel and we are alive. So let's head back towards Lakeshire. We're now done with that quest and we can go turn it in. And we should be able to level up pretty easily. Maybe we'll kill a Gortusk on the way there, but let's just run and naturally recover some health and mana while we run. So I want to check. So if you look at the map, we can kind of see a ton of different quest Oh no, let's fight this tarantula. A ton of different quest markers for our Redridge Goulash quest. So we have picked up a quest to gather different materials from like creatures, beasts around Redridge. This is not good, actually. I'm concerned. Let's run. Oh no, is this the end of my life right here? Oh no. I wanted to fight the tarantula, but we're almost dead. Okay, let's just run straight into Lakeshire. So there are a bunch of quest markers that are kind of like marking different areas where we can kill mobs to get the items that we need for this quest. So we don't necessarily have to complete this quest in Redridge. We can complete it in a different zone. So maybe if you wander around a little bit, we might be able to finish this quest as well. But here we are back in Lakeshire. Let's go talk to Deputy Felden. Assessing the threat is complete, so we can turn this in. And we got 7 silver. So there are definitely sizable forces of gnolls, and we are almost level 16. So let's go ahead and run over here to Marty Jane Rose. So I think once you turn in this quest, we'll definitely level up to level 16, and then we can do a little bit more to just level up all the way. Let's go ahead. So I have all of this, stuff here. So let's go ahead and put linen up here, and then I think everything else I could just sell. I'll put linen. Oh, I meant wool, and then I put the linen up there as well. So we could go ahead and just sell. Let's go ahead and sell a few things here. So Gnolls spite, that's all disgusting. Bracers, chunk of boar meat, and then these are all quest items. I don't need ice milk because I have infinite water. Let's go ahead, head west a little bit more, and go talk to Marty Generals, and then we can head over to the Lakeshire Inn so we can log out. So Marty Generals up here on the hill. Here we picked up the Redridge Goulash, but here we kind of have an alchemy trainer. So if we, or an herbalism trainer rather. I think there's an alchemy trainer in here as well. Nope, just herbalism. But if we were leveling up herbalism and we needed to like train, this would be a good opportunity for us to train. So you need a bouquet of roses. You haven't been in town very long. Have you already found yourself a sweetheart here? I know I shouldn't pry, but it's nice to see that love is in the air, especially in dangerous times like this. Here's your bouquet. I chose daffodils for you. They're my favorite. Give Darcy the daffodil bouquet. And we leveled up to level 16 while we did that as well. So let's go ahead and go into talents. And let's just continue our icy shards training. So increases the critical strike damage bonus of your frost spells by 40%. That's very nice. We leveled up and we now have a new quest we can also pick up here. So let's go ahead and talk to Dockmaster Baron. And bring 10 spotted sunfish to Dockmaster Baron in Lakeshire. Sauteed sunfish, different one. So let's go ahead, talk to Darcy, and you can give her the bouquet. Oh, those are lovely. I can't wait to put them in some water. But these are Morty's favorite flowers. Parker didn't have you go to that jealous vixen for this bouquet, did he? You didn't tell her who they were for, did you? If you did, then it wouldn't surprise me if she poisoned them. Oh, but it's not your fault. Thank you, and here's your meal. So I got some sunfish from her, which is very nice. And we are now level 16, and we have completed our first few quests here in Redridge Mountains. I'm going to go ahead and call the episode good there. Hope you all enjoyed watching this episode, and I hope you all are taking care of yourselves, drinking some water, checking your posture, all of that stuff. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and tell me your thoughts about it in the comments down below. And if you want to support me, I am really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so you can go ahead and subscribe to help me reach that goal. And you can also leave a like on the video. But until next time, until the next episode, I hope you all have a great time, and I will see you then. Goodbye.